G'day, this is Simon and James at South OC Cars and Coffee. James is back from Ibiza. He was engaged last week. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Great news. Congratulations to you and Emma. This morning, a little bit overcast, but we've got some really cool stuff showing up. What have you seen?
It's an interesting collection of cars this morning. We have a ton of V12 Lambos, like an insane amount of Aventadors. We have a massive Corvette club here as well. 100 plus pairs of New Balances, I think, between all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of MSRP window stickers. But yeah, it's a good turnout. What are you seeing?
Yeah, that Rolls Royce, I have not seen one of those before. What is that?
I think it's the Scepter, Spectre, however you say. It's an interesting spec, full purple. We'll check that out in a second.
Interesting. Not to my taste, but it's still cool to have a brand new car like that along. Next week, we have a bit of an announcement. Tell us about that.
Yes, so next week, you guys are not going to want to miss out on this. We have a Red Bull F1 car. We do have a collaboration event with them with Red Bull F1. They are bringing out a 2019 model year F1 car. It's going to be a crazy weekend. We have a ton of hypercars coming as well. Don't miss out on that September 23rd next weekend. Absolutely huge.
Hey, remember, if you're coming to the show, please remember, respect our rules. No speeding, no revving, no burnout, and that includes getting on and off the freeway as well. Mate, that is it. Let's go for a walk and check some stuff out.
Let's do it. Starting off in this exotic row, we have this beautiful Maserati MC20. You can see it has the interesting kind of blue white fade paint on here. Black and blue interior. Very nice spec all around. What do you guys think of this car? Let us know in the comments below. Here we have the first of the new Rolls Royces at our event. I believe this is the Spectre, Scepter. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but this thing is massive. You can see just how much further it sticks out than the GT3 next to it. Beautiful purple paint. You can see it has the two-tone with the satin silver up top and then a white interior. This car is very, very pretty. What an awesome addition. Here we have a very special McLaren. This is the 620R, so the race version of the 570S. You can see it has these awesome center lock wheels, the massive roof scoop on top, that wing, and then just about every other kind of addition that you could expect from a 570S. This car is just menacing. You can see how low it is to the ground. I bet this thing is an absolute animal on the track. Here we have a beautiful 765 LT. This one's a little bit more understated than most of the 765s that you see at this event. It's a really nice kind of dark gray. A lot of carbon accents on this car. You can see it has the carbon louvers, carbon inserts absolutely everywhere, and then it is that spider as well, so you get the really cool glass top on here. Love the look of these cars. The R34 that everyone loves is back once again, and the owner has been kind enough to open it up for us so we can check it out. Let's have a look at the interior of this car. It is absolutely stunning. Look at these crazy bucket seats. Of course, it is right-hand drive. Incredibly authentic. What a beautiful car. These Nismo 5-spoke wheels. Millennium Jade paint. It really does not get much better than this. This is the ultimate complement to the R34 that we just checked out. This is a genuine right-hand drive Millennium Jade R35. What an insane build. I love these gold wheels, the yellow brakes. I don't know how legal this car is just yet. I'm sure that they went through all the correct process to import it and everything, but my God, this is such a cool car. I think this is one of the later models, judging by the kind of crazy aggressive lines, and it looks like it has some sort of kit on there as well. You can see all the carbon. It almost looks like a GT3 RS kind of insert on the front. You can see it has a ton of carbon along the side. What a beautiful R35.
Very nice Aventador SV here. Check this thing out. Menacing car in black.
Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters. Tell me where they at, though.
We have a couple of cool cars in the overflow lot. This being the first one. This is an amazing Oldsmobile 1970 442 pace car. The Indy 500. Very cool. Drop top. What a great car. And then next to it, Model A. Have a look at this. This is a beautiful looking car. I'm Betty Sue, look at that. So here's the full story of this particular car. It's a class, if you could just see it, the condition of this thing, absolutely wonderful. Some beautiful things, look at the etching of these, they're actually grains or heads of wheat and then flowers by the look in the actual glass. Just a wonderful car, very simplistic, beautiful color as well. 1931. The cars in this era were just, they changed life forever for so many people. And the Model A was great because it was an easier car to drive. The Model T was actually quite a challenging vehicle to drive. The Model A introduced a lot of things that we now know today in terms of the way the accelerated gears and those sort of things work. But what a beautiful old car. So great to see this at the show today. Huge crowd of motorcycles again. Big group of Harleys rolling in right now. Have a look through here. We have two spectacular 36 Fords here. This particular one, the guy that built this also built this one, and both of them are spectacular cars. This particular one is actually touring, going to all the shows at the moment. Next show, in fact, is the Grand National show. An absolutely beautiful car. Small block Ford, fuel injection by the look. Apparently it's got a full belly pan underneath it like you'd put on something like an F1 car, all louvered and everything that can come off in sections, but just magnificent wheels. I don't want to talk about it too much because I want to make this thing car of the week, but just apparently all of this he built himself in his garage. He shaped all of this beautiful metal by hand. It's not machine shaped, it's all shaped by hand, all very sort of old school wise, but two beautiful cars side by side. This one here will be our car of the week, but at another time, I think this one's probably worth it of it as well. Just beautiful. Love the electric rear window and everything. It's just absolutely wonderful. No manual rear window, actually. There's a winder in there. Just so nice to see the cars of this build quality. Did somebody say Corvette? We have 50 Corvettes here today, which means we probably have 100 New Balance shoes. There's a pair right there. Where there are Corvettes, there are New Balance shoes. Oh, and the other thing you'll find, signature of a Corvette, they'll always put the original decal in the window, and you'll probably find there's some chairs as well. Yeah, there's a chair over there as well. Hey, we love these guys. They're a great group. They come here regularly. One of our close friends, Bob, organises the group to come in. Great bunch of guys, always behave themselves. If you own or a member of a car club, you want to come to the show, reach out to us in advance. We'll bring you in early. We'll get you a good park lot. We have these guys, and you'll get to enjoy good parks and good times with all your friends. What a great looking Bronco. Somebody's done a great Restomod installation. Look at this, there's a Coyote in here. And that's no mean feat, by the way. They are such a wide motor to get in there. At least the Bronco's got a wide engine bay, but super clean in there. Look at it. I mean, it just looks great. It's got ABS. It's got all the modern stuff in there. It's got modern suspension underneath with coilovers, but wheels that look like the factory hubcaps. And what I really love is that the interior looks like it could have been back from the 1970s with that fabric on there. And amazing back here. Look at this beautiful combination of wood with the white on the top of it. It's just absolutely beautiful on every angle. Great, great, great looking truck. When it's a Mercedes, not a Mercedes, when it has an LS1 under the hood. Have a look at this thing, very clean, beautiful looking Mercedes, dumped in the weeds, obviously on air ride, but I love the fact that they put an LS under the hood. I love those wheels as well. They just look so period correct, and then in the beautiful plaid interior, Recaros with that plaid telephone under there. What a great looking car, and that pearlescent paintwork just suits it so well. Next to it, another interesting looking car, beautiful looking Thunderbird. What a great color. This coral pink is probably the best description of it, but just really period correct looking vehicle, actually for sale. Wonderful looking interior, and then that signature spare wheel on the back of this thing. But great seeing cars like this side by side, isn't it?
I'm not a saint, you mad? Your sugar-coated doll is not so pure, my bad. I don't give a. You're stepping on me and they call my mama, touch you better than that. You're mad, I guess you're mad. Wore my best pajama for this drama. Why you talking like that, like that, like that? I'm not gonna spend the night, I'm talking. You got bad things on your mind.
Another beautiful Mercedes. Look at this thing, absolutely magnificent. This two-tone paint, white wool tyres, the painted signature hubcap and steel wheel, but that interior. Look at how bulky these bucket seats are in the front. That beautiful red with the ventilated leather there. Automatic shifter down on the floor. So many things about this car are so beautiful. Slammed obviously on air ride. 250 SE. What a beautiful, beautiful looking Mercedes-Benz. What a great presence this thing has. Have a look at that just from the side. Absolutely wonderful lines.
Wearing the pants if you weren't so damn obsessed with making me a perfect lie. Makeup is out, naturals in, letting my skin glow out. You're taking shit if you don't like this. You still live in your man's world. I'm not gonna spend the night, I'm talking. You got bad things on your mind. Keep walking. Spit your words on someone else. Don't act like you're so.
Well, there's something you do not see every day. A smart car that's been lifted with off-road tyres. I don't know about you, but the way I'm thinking is this thing would have a hard time turning those big wheels like that, unless you change the gearing, of course, in it. But a bit of fun, I guess. Somebody's enjoying what they're doing. Not sure I'd want to drive that down the 5 freeway in amongst semi-trailers and stuff, but each to their own.
Read my lips, you do not like that. You're drowning without me. Take it all back, but if you want my sympathy, honey, well, come as a bitch, get ready for this. Get ready for this.
That is it for a very overcast South OC Cars and Coffee, but a very good show nonetheless. Please remember, if you're coming to the event, respect our rules: no revving, no speeding, and no burnouts. It does include driving through the city of San Clemente, then also at the event, of course, too. Want to give a huge shout out to all the sponsors. We have the brackets here, We're Marketing, Maguire's, Polestar, PDM Brands, Next Level Auto Protection, Happy Jewelers, Continental Tire, Reviver, Carbontastic, and Polaris Slingshot as well. Want to give a huge shout out to the volunteers for helping us put on this event each and every week. We could not do it without them. Remember, if you want to become a volunteer, hit us up on Instagram at South OC Cars and Coffee Merch. It's where we handle all the volunteer rostering, and then while you're over there, check out some of the merchandise. We have brand new hoodies, we have t-shirts, hats, everything that you guys could possibly want. Then if you are volunteering here at South OC Cars and Coffee, you get to come in before 8:30, and then Ruby's Diner does also provide a free coffee and donut too.
Yeah, big thank you to Ruby's for doing that and also feeding the masses. Big thank you to the outlets of San Clemente for allowing us to be here. Remember, if you need to do any shopping, go to a restaurant, go to the movies, come to the outlets, tell them South OC Cars and Coffee sent you. Also, thank you to the city of San Clemente for their support as well. Hey, don't forget to like, follow and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you back here next week for that special Formula One car week for another South OC Cars and Coffee.
Thank you guys.